was ready. I was born ready. Thanks very much. Okay, moving.
Yeah.
No.
So, Mike, the question everyone's probably going to ask
Hang
you.
on 2 seconds.
We're not ready. Hold on.
Sorry, mate.
We're not ready.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
So, Mike, the question everyone's going to ask you is: you're very disappointed. Do you feel like a lot of people may have thought as well that you won that fight tonight?
Yeah, obviously, I'm going to have a biased opinion. I need to watch the tape back. I thought I had won the fight, but you know, in the third round, I took my foot off the gas because I thought I won it. I coasted the third round, so fuck me for doing that. My instinct when he was the credit to him, he was still coming, trying to push the pace. My instinct was I wanted to stand and have a fight with him, but my brain was like, you've got it in the bag, dance it off and win a decision. So serves me right, because that isn't really my philosophy about fighting. I treated it too much like a sport. Having said that, I wasn't totally happy with my performance. I should have done more damage in certain spots and taken advantage of the dominant positions I had. But I do think I did enough. Yeah, but that's the game.
What were your thoughts on a judge giving Fabian 30-27?
Yeah, that I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand the 30-27. I don't know what fight they were watching. But again, yeah, I don't want to be going to the judges anyway. And if I'm going to go to the judges, I want there to be a bloody mess in front of me. So credit to Fabian as well. Obviously, as you all know, I don't like the guy, but he did show he's the real deal. He's a real fighter, and he went out and trying to push the pace, trying to win the fight. I don't think he did, but obviously the judges, two of them saw differently.
It looked like you were looking to sort of close the distance and sort of smother his strikes. Certainly through the first 2 rounds, and you were wearing on him quite a lot against the cage. Was that a main part of your game plan? Try and sort of sap the energy and look to get him later in the fight.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wanted to put that pressure on him and be inside that kick range. I think I dealt with the threat of his kicks well. They didn't bother me. His backhand uppercut landed a couple of times, which annoyed me. I think I should have been more confident with my own hands in the pocket instead of maybe I smothered him too much. I could have done more damage with my own hands in the pocket, rattled off some shots of my own, and that would have made me look. Maybe I'd need to watch it back, but maybe that would have made me look more aggressive, more dominant.
Does the fight need to happen? Does the rematch need to happen immediately? Then? Do you feel as though that's something that, because a lot of people are complaining and thinking it was very close, do you think the right choice next is to do it again?
I'd love that rematch. I think Fabian might have even asked for that rematch as well. Whether Bellator allows it is another thing, but I think I overheard David Green saying that it's on the cards. Obviously, yeah, next fight would be great. Depends what the fans' appetite for that is, but yeah, the list. Unfortunately, the list of people I need to get back has grown by 1. So I've still got to get Costello, and now I've got to get Fabian as well. Not what I wanted to happen today, but yeah, that's life.
Would you go to Birmingham for that, given that this one happened in London?
Yeah, of course. I'll go to Birmingham. I'll fight him anywhere. I'll fight him in the Arctic. I'll fight him in my back garden. I think it does need to happen. Yeah.
I know you guys don't like each other, but are you kind of happy with how much interest you drummed up here? I mean, everybody was talking about this fight. I mean, a lot of people felt it was the fight of the weekend, which was the anticipation.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, we don't like each other. We conduct ourselves very differently, but I understand what he's doing, and it worked. It takes 2 to tango in it, and it made a good spectacle. And like I said, he's as much as we don't want to get too soft, but as much as we disagree and stuff, like he did show he can fight today. So if I need to step up, I don't want to be going to the judges again when I fight him.
Mike, did you see the judges' scorecards at all, Michael?
I didn't know.
Can I read them to you?
Yeah.
If you want, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think I've heard it's a 28.
Well, I've got
Yeah,
here
sorry,
Ben Cartledge, 27-30, gave all 3 to Fabian. Sal D'Amato.
Say that name again.
He's not staying in the Hilton.
Let me get Facebook up and see if I can find him.
You know Ben. He's
Ben
got a large
Cartledge,
beard.
someone.
He's a very nice man.
He doesn't sound like it. I don't know. How's his eyesight?
You'll have to talk about that. That was Ben Cartledge. Then
Ben Cartledge.
Yeah.
I don't want Fabian next fight. I want Ben Cartledge. Then Fabian.
Sal D'Amato scored it 29-28 to him, and he gave the first and the third rounds to him, and the second to you. And Dave Torelli gave it to you 29-28, giving you the first and second rounds, but not the third. How do you see that?
See that we have one sensible man out of three.
Yeah, you feel like you were robbed in a way.
I don't want to be a bitter, like one of those bitter guys. You always see it after a close decision. It's, I won the fight. Obviously, I need to watch it back again. I think I won the fight. But like I said, serves me right for trying to coast that last round. I thought I had it in the bag. I should. That's not my style. I want to be looking to finish fights right up until the last bell. So in a way, serves me right. At the same time, yeah, I think I won that fight. I need to watch it again.
You and Fabian put in a lot of work promoting that fight, doing all the Walker talks with the likes of Mr. A. Davis over there, and doing a lot of extra media that most.
That wasn't
fighters...
work, by the way. It was a pleasure going for a stroll with you. Very nice.
But how much did you enjoy that side of the sport? Because it's up a level from perhaps what you've had to deal with in the past.
Yeah, to be fair, I did enjoy it. To be honest, I like getting a feel for my opponent. To be honest, I'm not a big online trash talker, and it's not my style. I don't like. I need more of a probably online presence, but I like being in someone's. I like it face to face. It's more real. I don't like this keyboard business. So maybe people assume I'm a bit meek or I'm not about it. But I like to be face to face with someone. I like to see when my words land and get a vibe off them. So yeah, I did. I was surprised how much I did enjoy it.
Hi, so you came out with a massive fan eruption for you. We also saw the support you got after the scorecards were that. What's it like having that support there for you?
Yeah, it's great. It's obviously gutting to. I don't want to say let them down because, but it's great to have them there, but also gutting to let them down at the end of the day.
Obviously you are not keen on each other.
Yeah.
But what's your feelings obviously now, because we did obviously see some of your teammates as well be very unhappy about the results. What's your stance on the way things have been left? Do you have more respect for Fabian now that you've been in there, or is there still that rivalry between you?
Of course there's a rivalry, but to be completely honest with you, I do have more respect for him now. I think he showed more character than what I gave him credit. He was trying to push and win that fight right until the last bell. Yeah, but like you see, you don't have to like someone. you need rivals. It's important. It lets you know who you are. I don't have to be his mate, and I'm not. But yeah, he fought a good fight. Not quite good enough in my opinion, but obviously.
And you showed that at the end of the second round because he didn't reciprocate, but you put your hand up as if to fist bump with him at the end of the second.
No, I wasn't looking to fist bump at the end of the second. No, at the end of the fight, at the end of the third, we did a little one. But at the end of the second, no, I think you must have been mistaken or misread a gesture, because I was I was in the fight and I wanted to go, but I wasn't trying to be pals with him. No.
I know you obviously are not responsible for your team, but do you have any thoughts or any kind of thoughts on kind of what happened with your team? Obviously, getting very riled up after the decision.
I didn't see what happened. But do you want to explain to me? I didn't see it.
Well, we had a couple of guys just kind of storm through. It looked like they were trying to get to maybe Fabian's team. Like there was a little bit of a scuffle, maybe.
Maybe not my team.
5 or 6 guys rushed the media area and jumped the railings. When Fabian jumped the cage, they obviously thought they were jumping. He was
they thought it was a fight kicking off.
A few of your guys jumped over and knocked a lot of stuff over.
That sounds like a misread of intentions. Fabian was celebrating, and as you kind of saw throughout the week, we've all got each other's backs 100% at Shoot Fighters. So they wouldn't have been trying to stick on him because of the decision. They must have misread what he was doing. They must have thought he was coming to try and start something. And yeah, it's just a miscommunication. And if that was the case, then they would have deserved it. But it wasn't, so nothing happened. So I'd say all's fair.
Speaking of earlier in the week, and you're talking about the tensions, you were right there when all that incident went down with Mike Kimball and James Gallagher. Can you shed any light on what happened there? Because we've only really heard James' side of the story.
Yeah, obviously they've got some stuff going on, those two. The first thing I saw was Gallagher coming out swinging, and then I saw Page getting a hold of him. I saw someone behind Page. I saw Page had that under control. I saw someone behind Page. I didn't even know who it was, but I was like, I better take care of that. Grabbed it. Turned out it was Kimball trying to get to Gallagher. So I was like, okay, so we kind of separated that. So, and then that kind of, what I didn't like was that Gallagher knows that Page is just holding him. He's just trying to defuse it. And then you see him getting double hooks and trying to like throw him around, just trying to throw his weight around a bit. Page is cutting weight. He's fighting the next day. Like, it's not about you right now. And like, those two have an amicable relationship. They talk to each other. I talk to them all the time. Like, why are you acting out like that with Michael? You have a problem with someone else. Why are you acting like with Michael? And that was what really nearly tipped it over the boiling point as well, is when he came back and he picked up a glass off the table. Because then obviously we're trying to separate it. Kimball's our guest. Kimball's with us now, so just I have to respect that. Kimball's behind us. We're trying to keep it all calm, and he comes, picks up a glass. There's three of us. Yeah, three of us are fighting the next day. So he didn't throw it or anything, but just that gesture, it's unacceptable. And then that kind of, I don't know what his intentions were. He put it back down, but that's kind of what elevated it to a thing. So hopefully we can get those guys to just squash it amongst themselves, and I'm sure it will have blown up more than what it was. Yeah, well, I don't think it was heat at the moment. I think it's been boiling for a while, and he wanted to get one over on Kimball, rightly or wrongly. But there's a time and a place, and if you're on good terms with us, you have to respect the fact that he's our guest, and also we've got other shit to worry about right now. We don't want to be dealing with your nonsense. We don't want to be getting cut before our fights and not getting paid. We don't want to be brawling with your dad and your teammate in a fucking media day. It's ridiculous. So it's just, hopefully those two squash it amongst themselves.
Talking about squashing the beef. Talking about squashing the beef. Obviously, the rivalry will live on clearly between you and Fabian, and there were instances in the week where you needed to be kept apart. And if you're back at the hotel bar tonight and you happen to cross paths with Fabian, is there going to be a sort of a knowing glance and perhaps a little bit more calmness and respect between the pair of you, and there won't be any flashpoints as a result of the fact you've been in there, you've spent 15 minutes in there?
Yeah, the fight's done now. Like, obviously, like, I've got no ambitions to fight him outside the cage. I want to fight him in the cage again. I think he's a professional. He's the same. Obviously, so I don't think it's that character. Obviously, if something comes out of someone's mouth, who knows? But as far as I'm concerned, let's keep this rivalry going. We'll do it in the cage again. It's in cage business now.
But is that not, kind of important that is emphasised and observed? Because at the end of the day, the whole idea of what you guys do is to take these kind of things and keep it professional.
100%. But at the same time, that's my philosophy. But at the same time, you can't let someone take the piss a little bit too much. Like you saw when he's trying to put hands on me at the weigh-in and stuff, and it's like, I get it, that's what you're doing, but you can't do that to me. Like I'm not going to allow it. That's when I'll happy back and forth and talk. But then if it gets physical, it gets physical. Obviously, I'm not here to be street fighting or doing that. I want to do it in the cage, but at the same time, I'm not going to allow someone to take the piss.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, Mike.
Cheers.
Well,